At the height of the nation's pandemic, small businesses and nonprofits turned to the federal government for payroll protection loans to keep their organizations afloat. Many Americans applied and received those loans, but others say they were taken advantage of by the people they asked to help them.
He said, well, let me do the paperwork and I'll get it to you and I'll show it to you and I'll show you how this works. I said, sure. Never received anything.
Lola, how long ago was that?
We started this process in February, and as of today, nothing has come out of it.
Do you feel like you were set up?
I feel like I was set up, but I'm so disappointed in myself because I know I'm a person that do research, but I kind of just let my guards down.
Set up by this man, Mark Johnson, the owner of the Magic International Group. Lola went to him for help, but it didn't take long for her to figure out that something wasn't right.
And I did share with him over and over again, is this something that you're sure that we could qualify for? Because I don't want to get caught up in anything that was going to harm our foundation. No, I didn't want to get caught up in anything that was a fraud.
She has good reason to be concerned. Inside investigations discovered through public records that Mark Johnson has a history of financial deceit. In 2010, he pled guilty to forgery, conspiracy, and deposit account fraud and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. What would you say if I told you that we've discovered that Mark Johnson is a convicted felon?
Oh my goodness. I can believe it.
You better believe it. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, cases of crooks trying to cash in on America's emergency reserves are rising, and it's nothing new.
I would say historically, when you have a crisis, whether it be a natural disaster where federal funds are injected, we've seen frauds there'll be an uptick in fraud.
Scott Balcom, special agent for the FBI's Complex Financial Crime Squad, says in a joint effort with the U.S. Department of Justice, hundreds of individuals are facing charges for bank fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering, stealing hundreds of millions of dollars from taxpayer coffers.
We've seen a variety of different tactics, whether it be an individual doing it, just one person applying, or whether an organized ring. We've seen that at the national and the local level of essentially a crew of 15, 18 people. So,
Inside investigations gave Mark Johnson several opportunities to tell his side of the story. But when he refused to return Lola's personal documents, we went to his office. Hi, Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
I'm Dale Cardwell. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fantastic, thank you. I think my colleague
I
Marnie.
didn't give you permission to do that.
Well, actually, we've been trying to get you to talk with us for a while.
I didn't give you permission to do that.
We didn't ask permission for
Okay,
it.
well, you need permission to do it.
We don't.
Okay.
So could you tell Ms. why she can't have her $800 back?
Because there were services that were rendered for her.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't finished, and again, Ms. needs to send us in writing, but there were services for her taxes that were done.
Okay. So do you have any material that you can give her to demonstrate or prove that you've done work on her behalf?
Yeah, the same thing that she can prove to us that she filed for. Sir, I'm gonna ask you one more time to stop filming, because I'm not giving permission.
According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, you don't have the legal right to even be performing this service.
What service is that?
Processing papers to the SBA and taking 25% of the loan.
Okay.
So you acknowledge you're doing that?
No, I'm not acknowledging it.
Well, that's what the paperwork with Ms. says that
What paperwork?
the deal is. The paperwork that she provided to us.
Well, what paperwork is that?
You have it.
But you said you have it.
Well, she has it.
I have it on my phone if you'd like for me to show it to
Yeah.
you. Your original documentation that you sent me, Mr. Johnson. And to be
Well, I'm gonna ask y'all to leave my office until I speak to my attorney, so I need y'all to.
Okay.
I need you to leave my premises.
Okay, you're also a convicted felon.
I need you to leave my premises.
And
I need you
convicted
to leave
felons
my-
can't do what you're doing.
Okay, well then I need you to leave my premises.
All right. Lola regrets she trusted Mark Johnson to assist her, but she hasn't let her experience impact her commitment to serving others.
We have done a lot in the community and we are still standing, fraudulent or not, we're still standing.
Lola has reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office and is providing them documentation about her experience with the Magic Group.